Yes, people, hope everyone is doing well. So once again, you have probably guessed by the thumbnail and the title of the video, we are going to be going back to the night clearance store in Birmingham today and basically spending as much money as we can on stuff that's been discounted, and then we'll flip it onto Vinted, eBay, whatnot, and make a big profit. Last time the outcome was absolutely insane. So we spent just over £750 and we actually ended up selling all of it for around 1,900. So that left us with a 1,200 profit from just one day's work. Which, to be fair, I can't really complain about at all. That was absolutely mental. But obviously with the outlets and the clearance stores, you can never guarantee that it's going to be as good as the last time. But this is actually going to be the first time we're going to be going there for when it opens. So we're going to be leaving at 8 in the morning. It's around an hour 50 drive for us from Peterborough. And then we'll be there as soon as the doors open when it's been restocked. So hopefully this is actually going to be the best trip. Let me show you all of the sales from last time because they're still on the floor in my unit right now. So I think it was around 65 to 75 sales that we got. And everything sold in 1 to 2 days. So it was absolutely mental. Obviously, it was a bit of a pain in the arse wrapping all of this stuff up. But when you are talking that much money from a day's work, you're doing it all with a big smile on your face. I won't ramble on too much right now. I'll pick up the camera again tomorrow when we are en route to Brum. Right, everyone. So it is now actually 2 days from when I filmed that intro. So yesterday, we actually went to the Birmingham clearance store, which was going to be the plan for the video, but we was going to get there for the opening, like I said. So we was actually going to be there for 10 AM when the doors open, but unfortunately, like a twat, I slept in an extra half an hour. And in that half an hour that we was late, I don't know if any of you guys have seen him on YouTube, but Kai Kicks, who's quite obviously knowledgeable in outlet reselling, very knowledgeable. He got in there half an hour before us. He was there as soon as the doors opened. And as soon as we walked in, we saw him checking out with all of these trainers. So we didn't really get too much. I maybe got like 8 pairs max. So there was no point in me filming anything yesterday because, like I say, there was absolutely nothing. So today, me and Fordy are coming back up this morning. We're just on the way to Birmingham now. We're going to be there in about 45 minutes. This time, we're actually going to be there for when the doors open. So we're going to be there at 10 to 10 and we'll just wait outside. We'll be straight in there. The staff said to us yesterday that there was actually going to be a big restock because apparently they weren't restocking the shelves yesterday. We asked them and they said they was doing it all sort of this morning before they opened today. Yesterday, I did actually get a chance to speak to Kai. It's the first time I've ever met him. He said that there was a lot of Nike ID stuff in there, which of course is really good because it's always up for dirt cheap. Hoping for a lot more of that today. I've just been saying as soon as I get in there, I'm just going to go straight to the 70% off men's aisle and I'm just going to grab everything I see that's in a Nike ID box. Obviously with a clearance store when it's first opening, we're expecting to see quite a few resellers that are going to be waiting outside as well. Maybe not too much, I don't know. Like, I know there's going to be at least 3 because I heard a few lads saying they was coming back this morning yesterday. But we'll see how we do. Hopefully it's a lot better than yesterday because yesterday was a massive L. That drive home was not fun. Anyway, I'll pick the camera up when I'm a little bit closer. There's no point in me filming this right now. Right, we're back here again now and it opens in 13 minutes. So we'll see how many people are waiting outside. I'm gassed. We're actually going to be there as soon as the doors open, which to be fair, it doesn't sound like a big thing, but it's the first time I've ever been there when it's open. Usually I'm there at like 2 or 3 PM, sometimes even later, so this could be generational, but we'll see. I'll film as much as I can when I'm in there. Obviously, when I first go in, I'm not going to be walking around with the camera man because I'm going to be locked in, grabbing as much stuff as I can. I think the first clip I'll take in there will be the pile, and I may take some clips of the shelves and that. But obviously, my main goal in there is to make as much money as I can. It's not ready to film, so I'm going to be focusing on buying and grabbing as much shoes as I can, and I'll just sort of film on the in-betweens. There's a few people outside, aren't there? I don't know, I will see. Right, mate, there was probably about, how many people would you say? At least 20, at least 30, yeah. I'd say 25, maybe 40 to 30. Everyone run into the back. This is what we've got. With these tracksuits, 15 quid for the full night dry fit tracksuit. Oh, they're gone now, they're all gone. These are 37, we got loads of shit to be fair. We'll go a bit more in depth in the pile in a bit, but it's not too bad so far. Got like Air Forces, these portals. I mean, a lot of people have put them back, but we think that's because a lot of them are the same size, so we're just going to see how they are. We've got a lot of TNs, Jordans, 95s as well, yeah. Air Max 1s might be good. And then a couple of the 9 quid boots as well. I'm just going to keep looking forward. Right, so it's time for us to check eBay, and that's, we got these TNs, we got loads of these Phil Generals. So we got 2 pairs of Nike Shocks as well, which were good. Like, these ones here are only 37 quid, which is banging. Tracksuits for 15, but these pegs, these are Mate, there was 10 of these on the shelf, I just didn't pick any up. I don't know what I was thinking. What are they, 70 quid on eBay, you said? Literally a few have sold in the last 2 days, for like 70, 80 quid. How much are they? They're 37, yeah, that's a banger.
And that's the size 8.
Yeah, these Air Max 1s, how much are they on eBay? I'm guessing they're going to be similar to the black and white ones you got last time. Check eBay and that now. I didn't film too much just because obviously I was locked into fuck. Yeah, mate, I've never seen anything like that. I could never run to the back of a Nike store though. But yeah, the rows are all pretty much empty now. What I'm doing is I'm sort of just going around, because obviously people will just spam pick up stuff and they've got to put it back because they can't, because it's all the same size. So I'm sort of just going around right now and just sweeping up on little things. That's how I got them shocks. I seen one bloke had Nike ID P6000s, but they said they're restocking at 12. So we're gonna stay till 12. Probably clean up as much as we can, but a lot of this stuff is going to be for whatnot, I've got a feeling.
Mate, we'll just do a massive whatnot.
Yeah, we could, yeah. Just found more of these 95s on the shelf, which is pretty good. There's loads of these Air Max 1s you can see, but to be fair, a lot of this has been cleaned up now. Just sort of scanning around just to see what I can get, but by the looks of it, it's only 50% off as well, which is kind of annoying, but they've got the 9 quid boots back, so I've cleaned up on them. But now we've got the long part, we're gonna have to check eBay, because there's a few bits here that we've not really seen before, but the price looked good on them, so we're just checking eBay now. We're debating to get these Air Max 1s. They're 37 a piece, but their size is 6 and 6.5. Yeah, so 40 sold some ones before for similar, for about 60 quid, so it may be worth a pick up. It's only 4 pairs, so it'll be like 130 quid, which isn't too bad. Yeah, you can see most of it's been cleaned up now, it's just the Cortez that are left. Some V2K runs here in a size 9.5, but they're just dead, aren't they? They're not profitable. Yeah, it's just all been swept up, you can see. Yeah. Oh, sorry mate. Right, I've just been told that I can't film, so I'll film a little bit more after. Right, we've just checked out. What would you say about that, Ford?
That was bad.
It was good, to be fair. So we got all of this. I think I spent around, I think it was just over 600 quid. I can't remember what it was exactly. But yeah, it was really good. I'll show you when I get back to the unit exactly what I bought in more detail. To be fair, a lot of it's just going to be for whatnot. Can't really show you too much here. These here don't look good, Cortez. I never buy the Cortez ones, but these were like 60 quid on eBay in this colourway in that size. So I did buy them. I would never usually do that though, so that's a bit of a bold move from me. I think these are probably going to be the cook of the day. We got 4 of these each at 27 each. Just fairly banging, really good. Fortunately, they said to me that I can't film in there. Didn't argue with him, I just put the camera away straight away. I wasn't going to take the piss. But what we're going to do is we're probably going to go for Scran. They said they're doing a big restock again at 12. We knew that today they was going to have a big restock anyway, just because they told us that yesterday when we came, when it was a bit shit. But I don't know how much the car's going to be able to hold before we have to start flat packing. So we'll go get a KFC, we're starving. But like I said, I'll show you everything when I do get back to the unit. I think that's going to be a lot better than just showing you all of it here, because you can see we're just packing up the car. I will show you these 95s quickly though. These here, these were 50 quid each. 40 got 2 pairs, I only managed to get 1, which is stupid because there was loads of pairs at the start. All of the people like sprinting in and that, like sprinting in as soon as the door opens, like could never sprint into the back of a Nike shop. Right, we've just scanned a KFC quickly. We're now waiting outside. They said I can't film in there, but I can definitely film outside. We're sat outside the Nike clearance store again. They said they was going to be restocking at about 12ish, and the time is currently 12:15. So in about maybe 10-15 minutes we're gonna have a few games of Clash Royale. I just hit 9k trophies on that, so I'm on a bit of a grind at the minute. After a few games of Clash, we'll probably go in there, just see if they have restocked anything, and then we'll obviously head home. I mean, it was a really good day, to be fair. I'm surprised we did so well, considering how many resellers were queued up outside that door. I'll actually put a photo on the screen right now. You can see it there. There's more behind me as well that I couldn't even show. There was a bit of a queue. It was a bit weird. Obviously, the earliest gets to go right in front. I'd say 40 said at least 30 people. I'd say probably about 22 to 25 of them were probably resellers, and it was carnage, mate. Like, some bloke sprints in, grabs these Nike ID P6000s, like people are slinging boxes off. Feel so uncomfortable sprinting to the back of a Nike shop. You gotta do what you gotta do. I'm guessing a lot of these people here are gonna be whatnot streamers as well, and that's why they'll be sprinting to the back, because obviously they're trying to get the best steals. But to be fair, we still did all right considering we just walked in, innit?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, not bad. Right, we'll probably go in again in a minute. and then we'll see what we can get. All right, so I'm just jumping in this video quickly to tell all of you guys about my public reselling server called AutoFlipped. So I know that a select few of you that are watching this video may already be a part of the server, but if reselling is a side hustle that you think you would want to get into and you think you'd make a good income from it, then I definitely recommend joining my server. You're going to get the tools, the guides, the community, and so much more stuff that I haven't mentioned that's going to give you that massive head start and boost. Okay, so if you've watched some of my previous videos, you're going to know that the main thing that we do promote in the server is the VINTED monitor. Now, you can go back and watch any of my videos. I basically showcase it in every single one, and that's the tool that basically pings every single item that's being listed from a certain category on VINTED into a server. If you want to get really technical, we actually do have the fastest proxy in the game, so we're seeing them items even 10 seconds before they're showing up on the standard VINTED app, meaning that you're going to be the first person to see the items as soon as they're being listed. That's going to give you that massive advantage. You can set up your own private filters. We've got auto buy features, so you can have it buying stuff for you when you're out doing other things. Basically a passive income. There's over 10 hours of virtual video learning that you do also get full access to as soon as you join the server. And one of the biggest hits as well has been the price guide, which is a document that you do get full access to as soon as you join, that basically tells you the name of the item as well as a photo to accompany that. Because a lot of people these days, when they are listing stuff for so cheap, a lot of the time it's because they actually don't know what they're listing. So rather than seeing the listing titles as Air Max 95s or Air Max 90s, you're going to be seeing a lot of stuff like Nike trainers or Nike hoodie. So having that photo there allows you to match it up just to make sure you know exactly what you have bought. And of course, as well as the name and the photo, we have a price of what you want to aim to be buying for and what you want to aim to be selling for as well. And that goes so in depth. We even price differently on how we would sell the women's sizes compared to the men's sizes. And we'll be showing you that. So no matter what size or what colorway you buy, we're covering that in the price guide just to give you that independence, so you haven't got to ask 100 questions a day like, is this a good pickup? Am I going to make money on this? It's just going to give you a lot more freedom in your reselling journey. And of course, the reviews have been absolutely spectacular. We've got a lot of members now which are scaling up and making thousands of pounds every single month. But the main point that I have been trying to make is if I can do it, you guys can do it as well. So why don't you just try starting it today? Because right now it's actually the cheapest it's ever been to join as well. So you do not want to miss out on the opportunity. But if you do want to join and give it a go, like I said, it's the cheapest that it's ever been right now. And the link is right at the top of the description. And then as soon as you press that link, it's going to take you exactly where you need to be. Just follow the steps and you'll be straight in the server. And of course, then it's up to you to put the work in to make as much profit as you can. But don't worry, I'm going to be there with you every step of the way. I'm always in the server, in the voice channels, in the text channels, just trying to help you guys as much as I can. And like I say, you can use the VINTED monitor, the server, and everything from your phone, laptop, computer, iPad. So you've really not got any excuse. Why don't you guys just give it a go? But anyway, let's get back to the video. Well, back from Birmingham. It was a pretty long drive home, but to be fair, we're back pretty early. It's only about 2:30 right now. Usually, we're back really late. So let me show you what we bought. Everything you can see that's laid out on the floor here is everything that we did purchase from today's outlet trip. Some of it is priced a little bit higher than others. So obviously you got these 95s here. I don't know if I showed you these earlier, but they were 50 quid. I'm going to break down exactly what I did buy, and I'll tell you how much I paid for some of it as well. Obviously, some of it I'll just sort of keep on the low. I just wanted to start off with these quickly. So these were 70% off. We got 2 of these dry fit full tracksuits. So it's that price there with 70% off of that. So they actually checked out at £14.99 each, which for brand new night tracksuits with tags is an absolute steal. So I was buzzing with that. That was sort of one of the first things that all the resellers went for, just because obviously through the doors before they open, it's glass, you can see through. There was only one 70% clothing rail, so people just flew straight over to that. But let's move on to the shoes. I'm sure that's what you all want to see. So me and Fordy bought 2 pairs of these Peg 41s each. Unfortunately, we didn't bring any of the other boys with us today, so we couldn't buy any more of them. But if there was more of us, I definitely would have got more. So they checked out at 50% off of that, so about £37 each. They're a size 8, and we checked eBay, and they was actually going for around £70 to £80. You can probably see dotted around, we've got loads of these grey Air Max 1s. Now they are all small sizes, so we got 2 pairs of 6.5 each and 2 pairs of size 6. There was shit tons of these in the clearance today, and I'm actually quite surprised. A lot of people slept on them and didn't pick them up, but to be fair, you can actually fetch like £60 to £70 for these on Vinted really easily. You got them for £37 each as well, so we'll make a nice 25 to 30 quid profit on each of them. Yeah, of course you're going to be seeing a lot of these as well. on the floor. I'm always picking them up now and sweeping up on them when I do go to the clearance stores. These cheap footy boots, they do really well on Whatnot. Of course, right now on the floor, you can see we've got 7 pairs of these Air Max Portals. Now, these, in my opinion, were probably the cook of the day. So it's 50% off of that, which is 54, so that's £27 each. Got these Air Forces, they are a GS size, but obviously you can still sell them as women's size 6. So they were £25 as well each, and I'm guessing I can maybe fetch around 50 to 55 for them on eBay. So nice pickup once again. I thought these looked cool and they were cheap as well. They're a size UK 6, but they were only 27 quid. They had shit tons of them on the shelves, but all the resellers picked them up. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that I bought. There's a couple more bits as well, which I'm probably not going to show in the video, just because I'm going to be showing that to the people in my reselling server, because there's a couple of bits that are going around the outlets at the minute, which are absolute cooks. But obviously I'm going to be saving that for the people that are in my reselling server and community, because then when they go to the outlets, they sort of know exactly what to be looking for, even if they haven't got that much experience. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a Whatnot stream at some point. Obviously I'm not trying to promote Whatnot too much, but when you do go to outlets, maybe it is good to just sort of fling some stuff on there and make a quick easy profit. Obviously your margins are never going to be as good when you are pinging everything on Whatnot, just because it is a live auction. It's sort of like gambling in a sense. But I'm going to stop waffling. I'm probably going to cut to the next bit of the video now. I'm guessing it's going to be something to do with a Whatnot stream. I'll maybe take a few clips. Right, everyone, so we're just about to do a Whatnot stream. We're just setting up all the piles right now. We've got more shoes which are going to be coming out as well. This one was really, really good. I've got a feeling this one's not going to be that great, just because there is some big sellers that are live right now, so they may attract more people, so we may not get as much. If anyone in the chat right now wants to say hello to the YouTube video, you are going to be in it. If anyone wants to say, yo, you're going to be in the next video. We've got some people here that have already subbed. If you put your name in now, you're going to be shouted out. So we got Owen, AH Creps, we got Reese Dev, Ovi, Barry, Alan. You're going to be in the next YouTube video, guys. Everyone, look at the chat flowing. Yes, lads. Absolutely smashing it. Thank you. We got Stanford, we got Lee, we got Robcott, got Harry Eds. Just going to set the camera up, because obviously this is going to be in the video. So anyone that doesn't know, my YouTube is Stim Flips. I'm sure someone will put it in the chat for me. Right, we got some Nike Cities here, UK 8.5. Is anyone liking these? Okay, we'll run them. Someone said yes, it's good enough for me. UK 8.5, £120 retail. You can get around £70 for these on Vinted, around 80 on eBay. I've sold 3 pairs probably in the last 4 to 5 days. I list a lot of stuff, obviously. £22 is not enough though. UK 8.5 Nike Cities. We should be seeing minimum 45, 50 on these guys. So anyone that's a reseller, you're going to make yourself a cheeky 30 quid on them if you buy them at 50. Right now, as a £26, £30 on Nike Cities. You're joking. £30, guys. UK 8.5. £34, £38. Way too cheap, guys. Way, way, way too cheap. UK 8.5, guys. We should be seeing way, way higher than this. I have 6.5, so I have these in a 6.5. Oh shit, that wouldn't have been good, would it? And then double click the toggle one and it will go down. I'll tell you what, we'll run this and then we'll see what else we've got. I'm not going to keep forcing it. If anyone knows their stuff, we've got winter time coming. We've got a Timberland weather gear puffer jacket. This is a men's medium.
I have these listed for 30. I would have taken 32 on them. It's over 44.
I'm telling you now, I'm taking a percentage off of both of these. I'm taking an extra 5%.
Alright, take 20p.
No, 5% on, like, it's going to add up.
2 quid.
Listen, it's going to be me that's in here tomorrow wrapping up 70 parcels.
No, I'll come here with you.
You're going to come here with me?
I'll come here with you tomorrow.
Right, we'll get here early doors then.
Smash it out.
No, I'll get it.
These.
Is it still on the screen, the
Do you know how
sales?
much I paid for these?
How much?
12 quid.
Did ya? How much did it go for?
44 quid.
To anyone that you probably heard, we did £2,034 in sales in one day. 2 grand in one day. Crazy. But I'm knackered now. Absolutely mental. 2k sales in one day. Come on. Listen, we ran all of the outlet stuff that we picked up. It's all gone. Every single one's gone. Oi, small size boots, by the way. You see that? They did better than the last stream. One of them went for 44. I heard you in the background going, oh my God.
Yeah.
Listen, we've been slamming it. Dad. All right, Dad.
Mate, I bought something, didn't I?
Did ya? Right, people, it's now the next morning. We're just about to wrap up all of the whatnot orders. I ordered 100 boxes a few days ago, hoping that they would have come by today. Unfortunately, they haven't, so we're going to have to flat pack boxes again before we put them in the parcel bags, which is just a piss take. We've just set up the floor right now. See, all of these all need to be wrapped up, and then we got all the used stuff over there. And then obviously we've got clothing as well, which I ran some gilets, a lot of milers. But we'll get all of this wrapped up now. Obviously, Royal Mail will be closing at 12 today and it'll be shut tomorrow, so got all the time in the world, and then we'll ship everything on Monday. We'll get all the money by Wednesday next week, but obviously I plan to go to the clearance store a lot more over the next coming weeks, but I'll get these wrapped up now. I'm not going to waste any time, and I'll show you the amount of orders when we're done. All of the parcels have now been wrapped up. We had a couple of cancelled orders, so these were what got cancelled by the buyers or the payment failed on whatnot, and now we're just wrapping all of these up here. Obviously you got bundles. I think there was around 40 parcels. Obviously some of them can contain like 5 pairs of shoes though. So we're gonna go to the post office, ship these now, and then the boys are gonna go, and then I'm gonna come back, clean up this mess. This is like the outcome. And then I'm gonna jump on the Vinted monitor and just sit there all day, and I'm just gonna buy like as many pairs of shoes as I can, like as much as I can. I need to restock bad, and then obviously we'll wait for the next Birmingham trip next week. I've just shipped all of the parcels. I don't know if I showed a clip in the video. The boss of the post office absolutely hates to see me coming now, especially with the whatnot as well. A label printer, to anyone that is reselling and doesn't have one, then all I'll say is, what on earth are you doing? I think the label printer for me, it was only about 30 quid and it saves me so much time. Imagine having to show like 60 digital labels in the post office. You'd be in there all day. So the boys went home after we went to the post office. A few of them are going to a rave in Manchester tonight, but I've decided to stay in and lock in because I'm going to be buying loads of stock on Vinted. Let me show you. Like, you can see the shelves. Like, we are looking pretty empty now on stock. Like, all of this was filled up. Obviously that's all gone. These shelves are empty. These shoes are drying that I cleaned yesterday. All of the milers are now pretty much gone as well. I need to get some more of them in. I'm just going to mop the floor now because I was sorting out the bins earlier and I put a can of Monster in there and the bin split and it went all over the floor, and now it's all sticky. So the car keys aren't really liking that. I love these trainers, you know. I actually bought them to resell, but I ended up keeping them. They go so well with this Von Dutch cap that I've got as well. Can you see? But I think we've seen enough for this video. Once again, a massive W. Over £2,000 in sales yesterday in one day. And that was just on whatnot. That's not even including my Vinted and eBay sales either. But absolutely smashing it. We're in full flow at the minute. We're fully locked in. And if you guys do want to get started in reselling as well, and you want to be just like me, like I said earlier in that little clip, make sure you click the link at the top of the description. It's going to give you full access to my reselling server with the Vinted monitor, which is how I pick up most of my stock, the price guides, the coaching community, the video learning. Absolutely everything is going to be in there, so make sure you do check that out. But of course, it's been a pleasure once again. Like I always say, if you like this video in particular, please make sure you smash that like button. Drop a comment as well with some more video ideas you want me to put out coming forward. Obviously at the minute I'm putting out a lot of outlet stuff, and make sure you subscribe if you do want to see my face on your screen again. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching and keeping up on my journey.